In the final topic, we'll look at your development as an evidence-based practitioner.
So I think if you're a student doing a course such as HR or an applied area within management, I think if you want to be more evidence-based, there are a few things you can do right now to sort of help you start to do that. Now, you may face difficulties once you get into work or try to apply that, but there's things you can do within, I think, a learning environment to do it. I think the first thing is to start asking the questions quite a lot, particularly the question why, and ask it repeatedly and repeatedly and repeatedly, and see what kind of answers you get. Now, that why could be around the stuff you're reading. It could be around what your lecturer or professor is saying to you. It could be around practices you think are going on in that particular area of management or in HR. So asking questions about why this is happening, why is this being done? So I think there is something around sort of critical mindset that's quite important to keep pushing and asking questions about what's happening, why are we doing it, and so on. I think the other thing that students and learners can do is to really pay a lot of attention to thinking about the quality of evidence. So one of the key aspects of evidence-based practice is to actually identify different kinds of evidence, different qualities of evidence, given the question you're asking, and also pay more attention to the better quality stuff. I think it's probably true to say, and this applies often to scientific evidence as well, there's a lot of evidence and information around. A lot of it is probably quite poor quality, and you probably shouldn't pay that much attention to it. I think developing the skills to understand which kinds of scientific data or personal experience or stakeholder information or organizational data, which kinds of information are the best quality to address particular sorts of questions. And I think they are skills you can develop in the classroom by reading journal articles, by understanding more about methodology, by understanding in principle the way different kinds of information addresses different kinds of questions. So I think the two ways, that sort of critical thinking mindset, but also being able to distinguish between different qualities of evidence. So you basically can make an assessment of how trustworthy it is. And then obviously we pay more attention to the more trustworthy stuff.